This is how the portable sauna shows up. Let's go ahead and assemble it. If you're watching this video wondering where are the instructions, you're right. 0 instructions actually come with this thing. So this video hopefully will save you a lot of time. I've gone through every single step-by-step how to put the frame, the bars into place, everything from how to actually turn this thing on, as well as some tips and tricks to get the most bang for your buck out of this sauna. So let's hop into, first of all, how to put it together. The first step is to lay everything out and to get the frame together. If your frame bars actually came with numbers, I'm going to walk through exactly what those numbers are so you can replicate it here. First of all, the really long bars, there and there are 4 of them, 1, 2, and then 3 and 4. Those are number 1. You can see the number 1 right there. Excellent. Now, the number 2 bars, there are 4 of those also. Those go 1, 2, and then down here, 3 and 4. Once again, those are the number 2 bars. The number 3 bars, they are right here. 1, 2, they stop right down here. And then 3, stopping right down there. And then 4. So once again, there are 4 number 3 bars. Easy enough? Nice. Now lastly, there are 4 number 4 bars, and those simply fill in the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can see, as indicated right here, that says the number 4. The greatest piece of feedback that I can give you when putting together the frame is the following. See these little corner pieces right down here? As long as you ensure that, see right under there, there's that little black piece. It's kind of the size of a nickel. As long as that is face down in that corner piece, then everything else should just slide into place organically. Conversely, when we go up, you'll see the same style corner piece, and if you look, that little black nubbin is faced up. So as long as those are oriented correctly, then everything should snap in just fine, and it will be fairly self-explanatory. Let's put the canvas on. It's just like putting on a big pair of pants. Let's go ahead and zip it up. Penny, can you zip it over there? Nice, that is amazing. FYI, the insulation mat goes all the way underneath. You can see that felt piece there. All right, Penny is showing you how to install the LED light that slides right into this pouch. Now let's talk about how the panels are hung, because it is not intuitive at all. I've gone through a couple dozen iterations, and this is the best one I found. If you found something different, please correct me, but here we go. Now, the good rule of thumb is hang it like a book. So the spine is vertical in the middle. Does that make sense? And then what you're gonna do is ensure that the top is connected with Velcro. There. Now in this configuration, it's not perfect, at least with the 2-person size, because if you were to thread the wires through the sleeve, see this insulated sleeve right here, there's also an insulated sleeve right there. If you were to keep the wires in there, it doesn't actually reach the plugs way up here. Because again, in this configuration, all the plugs are up high. You see the plug up there? And if I were to thread it along the back behind here through that sleeve, it would pop out right there, and it would just not reach all the way up there. So you're gonna have to pull them out of the sleeves. That was very, very poorly designed on their part, so they're just kind of dangling back there haphazardly, which is slightly concerning. But for the most part, this is pretty much the best configuration. As you can see, locked in, anchored up there, so all the weight is on the vertical positions. And then you can see over on the sides, just for a little bit extra stability, we've got them horizontally anchored like so. So that is my current setup, and overall, looks pretty nice, huh? Now let's walk through the controls. So if we were to step inside, you will see that the control unit is right here. you can see that the current level is 64. In order to turn this on, we're gonna click on, and then of course to turn it off, click that again. Now, when it is on, you can't actually do anything. See, it's not doing anything until you press the set button. And at that point, you can set the level. Right now we're, oh wait, click that again. Right now we're at 140. You can set that to go lower heat. It maxes out at level 140. All right, if you want to set the actual time itself for auto turn off, you can do that. So let's go ahead and hit this twice so it cycles from level to time. Here we go. 1, 2, now we're on time. Oh, not fast enough. 1, 2, there we go. Now we can drop the time to 55 minutes. Odds are you're probably going to have this on for 15 minutes. So let's go down to 15. So set, down to 15. Boy, that's an obnoxious beep. Wow. There we go. 15 minutes. Awesome. Wait, 14 minutes. Oh, too late. Got to hit set again. There we go. All right. Wow. I can feel the heat radiating already on the back of my hand as I was in there. Man, that gets hot fast. All right. We are checking the outside temperature. As you can see, about 90 degrees on the outside. And let's go ahead and click it on the inside. Maybe just on the chair. The chair hasn't been preheating too long, so it's probably about the same temperature as the outside. If we were to actually hit the panel itself, wow, that panel is 142 degrees. Man, it's cooking in here. As I leave you with this sauna, 4 quick tips that I'm going to give you. The first thing is this is supposed to be a 2-person sauna. Obviously, you can't fit really 2 people in here comfortably, even though it does come with a 2-person chair. Odds are just 1 person is going to be using this. Now, if you want to swap out that chair, and this is tip number 2, I would recommend a comfy camp chair because the one that they provide, I mean, it's nice, but you probably just want a 1-person chair. The next thing is keep in mind, you're not going to be standing in this thing. As you can see, it comes up to shoulder level. I am 6'2". Odds are you're gonna be sitting in this for 15 to 20 minutes, but just be aware, some of the models on Amazon make it look a lot bigger than it actually is. Now, I would recommend the double as opposed to the single, just because you have more room to stretch out. Lastly, insulate, insulate, insulate. My last tip, that is, in order to really achieve a high temperature in this thing, you're gonna want to insulate. So if you have some sort of anti-fatigue mat that you wanna put on the bottom, which I'm gonna do, or if you want to get some moving blankets and drape that over the top, you're certainly welcome to. Probably won't look the greatest, but as you can see in my messy garage with all my recreational equipment and all sorts of questionable packages that are always stopped at customs. Anyway, back to this. Odds are you're not in it to look good, you just want something functional. And yes, this is very functional. When I open it up, it feels, wow, that heat radiating out of there. That is just effective. So cool. So we got our panel there, there, and there on all 3 sides. And let's go ahead and take a step inside, and you can actually see how light or dark it is in here. And if you get a little claustrophobic and feel like you're actually going to, get stuck in here, it'd be pretty easy to rip through these zippers right down there. Wow, I can feel that radiating on the back of my head. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm only gonna last maybe 5 or 10 minutes at tops. If you're into hot yoga, this simulates that dry heat very nicely. You're not gonna be able to do a lot of yoga moves in here. Matter of fact, if I reach out here and then here, kind of like a chicken, my elbows are almost touching the ends. So no downward facing dog in here. But if you wanna sit in here, like if you have a migraine and you just need that relief from that dry heat, this is neat. And if I were to look out this window, I can see if I have visitors coming to see me. That is just fun. That's it. Hopefully this review is a lot more helpful than the lack of instructions that these people provide, but I put my life on the line so that you don't have to. Happy sauning.